Hello, I'm Judith Lowe, and I want to talk to you about the top 5 things you can hope to get out of the first 7 days of NLP training. Of course, NLP training actually extends far beyond the parameters of 7 days, but I think one of the reasons why there is a kind of 7-day shape for beginners in NLP is because that 7 days gives people a chance to kind of gain a foothold in what is a very different kind of world of behavioral and cognitive and mental change and learning. And I think that the 7 days allows you to really, secondly, gain a kind of paradigm shift. NLP is a very, very different way of being in the world. First of all, you get to realize that you are, to a certain extent, creating your own reality. We say the map is not the territory, and we're making simulations of reality all the time, and we're acting as if they're true. And so this kind of paradigm shift, that we start to become aware of how we're thinking and how we're feeling, and that, number 3, we have choices, we have flexibility about all of these things in ways that we just didn't think was possible before. These, I think, are really, really important. So this first thing is there's enough time, 7 days, to actually get a bit stuck in to this world of these different frames, these different behavioral and experiential ways of learning. Secondly, it does actually create a shift in how you think and how you experience your world. Thirdly, because of that, it starts to literally kind of open up choice where before you could not see that there was any. You realize you are actually contributing to your own reality, and you realize that your thinking is running along certain habitual kind of lines, and your feelings are being triggered in certain habitual kinds of ways, and that you can do something different. You can actually see the world differently, you can take on new perspectives, you can bring in multiple descriptions, you can start to become more mindful and aware, you can start to elicit new responses and reactions in the world around you, and literally shift your world. So the fourth thing is, of course, that you will learn a whole load of really superb tools that have been modeled and put together in this most exquisite and ecological and efficient and elegant way as tools to, for example, create goals and solve problems and use your nervous system better to be able to think about and bring awareness to your current state and your current kinds of choices. You'll be using language in new ways, you'll be using your feelings and your body in new ways, you'll be using your brain in new ways, you'll be relating to people differently. It's just really, really exciting. There's a toolbox, and very deeply, that goes beyond the 7 days, there is a skill set which literally becomes more and more an embodied one, a subtle, sophisticated one. And then I think the final thing really is that 7 days, hopefully, if you've had a really good teacher who knows their stuff, allows you to become deeply curious about your world and the kind of contribution, the kind of impact that you can make, the kind of creative risks and projects that you can take on, the kind of people that you can deeply relate to, the kind of fun, the scale of the kind of fun and adventure that you can have, and that it opens out your world. In a fundamental kind of way, intellectually, very robust intellectual deepening of your ideas and your models of how you can think about life and how you can think about the problems that you have, but also deeply in yourself, to center yourself, to bring peace to yourself, to bring joy into your heart, basically. So that's the first 7 days. That's what we aim to do in our Part 1, Foundations of NLP. And then, of course, we then extend that with our advanced program into our Part 2. But that's our 5 top things, I think, for the first 7 days of your NLP training. And it's a lot of fun and a lot of real challenge and excitement and development for you.